Erik Ten Hag will be the manager of Man United next season after winning the FA Cup. No word on any contract extension, but it's confirmed that he will be moving forward with the Man United squad next season. Transfer budget will be around 50 million without the players that have soon to be sold, the likes of Jadon Sancho, who will for sure be sold, Mason Greenwood, and etc., which will give him at least 100 million to work with after those two players at least are sold. But anywho, Erik Ten Hag, I owe you an apology. Yes, can you believe that? Euphoric Sports is giving Erik Ten Hag an apology. Well, yes, because I didn't believe Erik Ten Hag was going to end up winning any type of cup or trophy when it came to Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Champions League, and Premier League. And he ends up winning the FA Cup. Very close to losing to a championship side, but ends up getting through in the penalty stage, and then beats Man City, the four-time Premier League winner. You know, they've won it 4 years in a row. 2 of them in the Erik Ten Hag era, even though he said the era would end, but, he ended the FA Cup era, I guess. But apologies there. I didn't think they'd win. I said they'd get embarrassed like 4-5-0, and they end up winning 2-1. So congratulations to him. You get 8th place, but you kind of salvage it with the FA Cup. You kind of buy yourself time as manager, and I didn't expect him to do that. So I apologize there. And now the real conversation now is, does Erik Ten Hag deserve to stay at Man United? The answer is no. No, it is not. This is the amount of backing Erik Ten Hag has received, compared to everyone else the second he was named the manager of Man United. The only other team that's outperformed them in, financials has been Chelsea, and that's because when Todd Bowley came in, he spent $1 billion like a headless chicken. Instead, over here, Man United seriously backed Erik Ten Hag with the second most amount of money since him arriving there. All right, so you cannot give any excuse that Erik Ten Hag has not received proper backing. He has second most backed, manager since he's arrived. So no excuse there. He was involved with a lot of transfers. Apparently, the new owners have said that Erik Ten Hag will no longer be in charge because obviously he wasted a lot of the money on Anthony. 100 million. Lad, what are we doing? Onana hasn't been the best keeper. He's a major reason why you ended up finishing last in your group with all those stinkers you had against Galatasaray and Bayern. Was absolutely shambolic. A disgrace to Man United considering how they pushed out David De Gea. Let's end here. Erik Ten Hag is getting considered the second coming of Sir Alex Ferguson, due to some similarities because, Sir Alex Ferguson's job was on the line, and then he wins the FA Cup final against Nottingham 1-0, all the same white kits. Lads, there is no reason, as an Arsenal fan, I respect Alex Ferguson enough to not put him in the same sentence as Erik Ten Hag. Absolutely shambolic, lads. Sir Alex Ferguson had won the Champions League with Aberdeen, right? What did Erik Ten Hag do with the mighty Ajax? What did he do? Lose to Pochettino's Tottenham. And for some reason, Pochettino wasn't named the manager of Man United, who I would have preferred over Erik Ten Hag due to him with less doing better than Ten Hag in almost everything. What was Erik Ten Hag's best season? Champions League semifinal. Who eliminated him? Pochettino's Tottenham without Harry Kane. All right. And keep in mind, you're up 2 goals, right? With like 20 minutes left. 2 goals, lads. And you end up blowing it. That's Ten Hag right there. His best ever season. Best ever. Then, this past season, Pochettino gets Chelsea with a bunch of broken pieces, bunch of players that he didn't want, right? No players that he asked for. Comes in, right? And he fixes it. 6th place. Erik Ten Hag with his signings, with his backings. 8th place. There, right there. That just shows that Pochettino could figure out anywhere and make your team more competitive, and Erik Ten Hag could just absolutely drown. And that's why I would have took Pochettino. Then Tuchel as well. Tuchel would have got the best out of Jadon Sancho. He literally, the season that Jadon Sancho transferred to Man United when he had a really great season with Dortmund was under Thomas Tuchel. He would have got the best out of him, no question. Now you're going to have to settle for less than half of what you spent for him and sell him to the likes of Dortmund or any other team looking for him. As well as, this lad also won a Champions League with Mason Mount. You have players there that Thomas Tuchel has flourished with. Why wouldn't you give him a call? Champions League winner as well. He's done what Erik Ten Hag dreams of doing. And that's just 2 managers right there that are available that I prefer over Ten Hag. There's there's a variety of other options as well, but right here, in my opinion, Man United is just slowly falling off. You come in with the manager putting out statements promising that he's gonna end Manchester City, Liverpool's era, right? Well, Liverpool's era ended because Jurgen Klopp decided that his time was over. When before the season or midway through the season, right? Because he had enough. He wants a break, at least a year off. And then Man City's era, well, they've won 4 Premier Leagues in a row, two of them in the Erik Ten Hag era. So I don't, and they won a Champions League, a treble as well in the Erik Ten Hag era. So if anything, it seems like Man City did even better the second Erik Ten Hag came into it. But let's just keep it assured there. But anyways, Ten Hag, in my opinion, should not be the manager. Obviously, it is a bit of a fight there, but if you want to really consider the past of Man United, you have to consider Van Gaal fumbled Champions League football, gets 5th place, wins the FA Cup, sacked the next day. Erik Ten Hag, 8th place, grouped. Last place, didn't even get Europa League spot in the group stage of the Champions League. Last place to Galatasaray, Copenhagen, and Bayern Munich. The Bayern Munich, nobody expected them to do good against Bayern Munich, but Copenhagen and Galatasaray, mate, how can you not finish above at least one of those two teams? Disgusting. And then, okay, you finish out, you're going to do well, you're going to focus on the Premier League and the FA Cup. All right, you win the FA Cup, fair play. Premier League, 8th place. 8th place, lads. You're getting embarrassed by the likes of Fulham, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, some even at home. It's pretty pathetic. And the fact that they still said, we're going to keep this lad. That just shows, man. The mighty have really fallen. They used to have a high expectation with elite level managers. Now it's low expectations with managers that still haven't proven much. But anyways, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos. And thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment down below if you think Erik Ten Hag should have stayed or should he go. I believe he should go though. But anyways, thank you guys.